Sony has recently released a new lineup of products for their audio offerings. These products, designated under the ULT name, stands for Ultimate. Sony has designed the ULT lineup to offer robust sound with notably deep bass. ULT products encompass this by featuring a special ULT button with baked-in presets that immediately enhance the bass of the product. One product within the ULT line is the ULT WEAR, the lineup's over-the-ear active noise-canceling headphones. I've been using these headphones for the past week now. I'd like to share my thoughts and tell you whether or not they're worth checking out. Starting with the design, the ULTs are fairly large over-the-ear headphones. They're constructed of a matte black ABS plastic, making them fairly light at 8.8 ounces. This also means that they definitely feel plasticky and at times pretty cheaply made. The ear cups are leatherette and made of a very soft foam material that springs back in shape, unlike memory foam found in other headphones. The headband is clad in the same material. The headband also features 10 steps from smallest to large, which can accommodate a fairly large range of heads. I don't exactly have a small head and find the third to smallest setting on the headband to suit me, so I'm sure the additional 7 increments will more than accommodate a large range of people. The ear cups have an internal width of 42mm and a height of 66mm, making them very spacious compared to other headphones Sony offers. In terms of hardware, they feature USB-C charging, a 3.5mm input jack, a power button, a customizable noise-canceling button, and the new ULT button. The exterior of the right ear cup houses the touchpad, which is used to control your music. However, the left ear cup doesn't have a touchpad. Overall, the design and hardware of the ULT are extremely similar to their predecessor, the WH-XB910N. Sony recently discontinued that mid-range bass-boosted offering, likely to make room in their lineup for the ULT. I've personally been using the XB910N for over a year now. I find the ULTs to be extremely similar in size and feel. Except for the newly added ULT button and slightly larger internal dimensions of the ear cups, they look and feel 98% the same. After using the ULTs for about a week, they definitely are an improvement from the XB910s. I noticed that without the ULT setting enabled and the EQ turned off, the ULT has a slightly wider soundstage compared to the 910s. I found that a bit surprising considering that both models likely use the same 40mm neodymium drivers. Now, the difference won't blow you away and they're still closed back headphones, but it is slightly noticeable. Now, onto the ULT button. By pressing it once, the headphones switch into ULT 1 mode, which increases the bass. This is a separate setting in addition to the EQ and clear bass settings, which can still be used to fine-tune the music. Pressing the ULT button one more time switches it into ULT 2, which increases the bass further. I found that with no EQ or clear bass adjustment, and simply utilizing the ULT button, ULT 1 was a sweet spot. It increased the bass and provided enough dynamic range to make the music more fun and lively. However, ULT 2 was far too much bass and it muffled the mid and high range way too much. It was really unpleasant and overall ruined the sound of several genres of music. The active noise cancelling was working great, as it does on my 910s. However, I did notice a slight improvement compared to them. It wasn't leaps and bounds ahead of what my current headphones are doing, but it was noticeable that the ULTs were outperforming the 910s by a bit. Aside from the addition of these two new ULT profiles, the Sony app allows you to make the same adjustments to the equalizer and bass settings as on the 910s and some of the other offerings. Overall, the ULTs offer a very fun, punchy, bass-centric sound that will likely appeal to a mass audience. They aren't audiophile grade, and for those that are looking for high fidelity or dynamic range, they might not suffice. The ULTs are more for people who want bass and punchy, fun music to immerse themselves into. I personally use my 910s while working out, and I find that the bass really helps pump up my workout. But how do the new ULTs really compare to their predecessor, the 910Ns? The 910s have recently been discontinued, so you likely can't buy them anymore. They used to retail for $250 and are extremely similar to the ULTs. The ULTs, on the other hand, are currently retailing for $200 at full price. As I mentioned, I currently have the 910s and I really enjoy using them at the gym. However, do the differences between the two justify an upgrade for those of us that have the 910s? Well, the ULTs definitely have a few features that are nice improvements over them. For example, lift to pause, which pauses the music when you take the headphones completely off your head. Additionally, capture voice during calls amplifies the sound of your own voice, so if you're making a call using the headphones, it's much easier to hear yourself speak. Also, the ability to adjust the notification/assistant volume separately than the general volume setting on the headphones is really nice because I find sometimes the 910's notification and assistant sound is a bit intrusive. Now, despite these much welcomed improvements, I really don't think that they justify switching from the WH-XB910Ns to the alts. In terms of the physical profile, the alts are very similar to the 910s. Additionally, the soundstage is only slightly wider and the overall sound is nearly identical. Except for a bit of an improvement in the bass performance and a slightly better noise cancelling, the only major changes I've seen are the ones that I just mentioned. And of course you have the alt settings. However, I found that messing with the EQ and the clear bass settings on my 910s have really customized them and made them sound the way I'd like them to sound. Now, if you don't have the 910s and are looking to get into a pair of active over-the-ear noise cancelling headphones, then the alts are a solid option. They're $200 and I could see them going on sale for maybe even $150 towards the holidays. Again, they aren't audiophile grade, but they will provide great noise cancellation and solid features as well as a fun, clean, nice bassy sound. Now, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll try to get back to you. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.